What's going on, boys? How you doing? Hamza, Gravesh, how you guys doing? Just get right into it. Weird close after a strong day. That's what I mean when I told you guys about painting candles. What they do is at the end of the day, they'll do a little rip. Very obvious weakness throughout the day. This morning they tried to hold it up, failed. They lost some key levels here. 39.42 was lost. Then we lost 39.20 for a little bit, but they came back and brought it back above. The thing that told me that bears were gonna fail at the end of the day was the 15-minute chart here. So we had a double bottom here at 10:15 and 10:30. And we went and we undercut it, but we closed above. So if you guys see, the close of this candle was 39.20, right above my resistance. 39.20 right here, we closed above it again, which told me that was the bottom. And then we absolutely ripped into the close. I did not, what's up, G Money? Did not expect that much short covering, but if you guys take a look at it, we'll go over to a different chart here. Maybe this one has less stuff. So we'll go over SPX here. You guys seen very relative weakness all day, and then at the end of the day, they did a little short covering at the end of the day. Look how they painted the candle. Now it's a doji at the bottom, making people think this may be a bottom, maybe a reversal candle. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Ricky? And yeah, so you've seen all day weakness, 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 end of day short covering, and they close it a doji. Now everyone's confused. Everyone's saying, oh, was that a reversal sign? Is that continuation downside? Did they just cool off the indicators? It could be any of them, to be honest. If you look at a 4-hour chart here, we did close kind of like a hammer on SPX. RSI is not quite oversold on SPX yet, as you guys seen back here. Even when it did get oversold, we got even lower lows before that real bounce that came. So right now, it's very confusing what happens into tomorrow. As I said from the beginning of the week, I think OPEX dealers are trying to hold up this market until OPEX because there's so much put interest open on Friday. They can't just pay out all those people. What's up, Guggen and KB? How you guys doing? So yeah, at the end of the day there, completely painted the candle. I'm still in all my October puts. Nothing has changed there. One little short cover rally. I didn't even open that account today, to be honest. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to look at it. I'm just waiting to add more if we do get a bounce. If you guys go back to the seasonal chart, we are due for a bounce. Remember, there's one peak right after September starts, and then we dump down, and then we go and touch that same peak again, which is what the seasonal chart says. So for SPX, that's a long way up, guys. It's all the way up at 4,100. So we may get another 4,100 test before the real collapse. This is what I see coming right here. Maybe they hold it up into Friday, and then after Friday, we just go like that. That's accurate to the price as well. No, I'm just kidding. But let's see what happens right now. You guys all know my thesis. You all that read the newsletter. I do expect carnage in the second half of this September now. AMD here, trading in the 77s. We shorted this one, I think, around the 84s, 83s, $82 maybe. We got ripped on a little bit one day, and then the next day was red, and then the next day those puts went up 200% just in a day on October 70s. And right now what I see on AMD, the reason I picked AMD is because the first time I tried it, chips were the best short by far. If you look at the weekly 200-day moving average, it's at $70 flat. So that's where my puts are. Once we test it, I'll get a better idea, but the next level down I have is $59. And if SPX does what I think it's going to do, down to 3,400, like I told you guys, which would be around here, stocks are going to get major carnage in here, guys. If we get down to 3,400 SPX, AMD will be in the 50s. Probably 59 is where I'm going to start some equity there in AMD. We got JPM. Banks finally started rolling over, showing real weakness today. JPM also I have 105s, which is that previous low. I do think we'll take it out if we do get to SPX 3,400, as I said. And as you guys see here, first day of real weakness shown by the banks. You guys see a spike in the morning and then straight down all day. End of the day short covering like all the others. Apple also weak. Spike beginning of the day, all day down, and then end of the day they painted that daily candle as a doji as well. So it just keeps everyone confused, keeps it interesting, you know what I mean? No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. But yeah, so we're watching for tomorrow. Let's see the reaction. I do think they're going to try to hold this market up with whatever they have until Friday. Next week, nothing has changed. I do think there's still carnage. We can go over a couple more charts. What else did I short? I shorted IWM for October. Same story here. It's almost the exact same chart all over the place, guys. And if you look at the weekly charts, we're just getting started. The stochastics right here on the weekly show that we just started downtrend now, because August we got so far ahead of ourselves. Everyone that was calling bottom in, new highs coming, options activity, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Weekly stochastics just got to the top of the range here. That's exactly what they did in November of last year, and look what happened after that. So we got the stochastics all the way up here. We got the RSI all the way up on the weekly. RSI on IWM hit 57 on that spike. So 57. Last rally we only hit around 47. So it was a longer bear market rally than usual, but same story. It's just a bear market rally until we see capitulation, until we see VIX in the 40s. That's when I'll change my mind. But right now, VIX isn't even close to a top, not even close to a short-term top, nothing. So I do think it goes a lot higher from here. Talking about volatility. Shopify weekly looks ugly. I have a range on there from I don't know when. Still just in that little range there, guys. There's nothing really here to do. On the weekly, we'll change to the daily soon. Just make it clear for you. Fake little breakout there in August when he had that little rally. A lot of stocks broke out. A lot of people were getting bullish. I did not change anything. So we're just in this range in shop. So it's very hard. Right now on shop, I would short at 40 bucks and I would long at 30 bucks. And there's no other trade there. And right now we're trading around $34. It's a very hard trade. I don't know. Can get up $6 more, you can go down $4 more. I don't know where shop goes from here. It's just in the middle of a trading range on the weekly and the daily. On the 4 hour, nothing much either. There's nothing much here in shop. I don't really see a play here. What else was I gonna check? This is why I hate closing all mine. Oh yeah, I did take some BBBY at the end of the day here. There's OPEX coming. As you guys seen at the end of the day there was a short squeeze. It was very obvious it was short covering. And there's going to be a lot of that into OPEX. The reason being, again, there's so much put open interest at OPEX right now this Friday. So look for names. If you want to take a shot, the highest shorted name should run the most if we do get a little rally here. RBLX is shorted heavy. UPST is shorted heavy. Look at that. Look at that last 30 minutes there. UPST went up almost 5% in the last 30 minutes, whereas Apple or something went up 1%. So that's what I mean by finding the ones that are the most shorted. AMC probably, yeah, strong day on AMC. GME as well, strong day. Clove, all these are stocks are shorted pretty heavily. So if you want to take a shot into Friday, I would recommend, I'm not recommending anything. I'm just saying I took a little bit of BBY at the end of the day there. I do expect a little bit of a squeeze into the OPEX for people to at least take off some puts before they expire. You know what I mean? They got to take profits or they got to cut their losses before they go to zero. And BBY is probably, I got to look at the short interest, but I remember playing this one from a while back and it owes me some money. So if this is the higher daily low, we're looking for a little squeeze into Friday. Little $1, $2 move on equity would be perfect. I did hit HKD as well today. I'm all out of that one. I don't have the balls to hold it overnight. It was up over 300% today. So if you guys find these kinds of names, you have to be careful. Small caps are a completely different game, but if you want to try and start learning them, then start learning how they move. Start using the cloud and take small positions and see what happens. Use stop losses. Other than that, I hope you guys all know what my newsletter says. You all know what my outlook is and what I think is going to happen. Whether I'm right or wrong, that's my conviction right now. I'm much more confident holding shorts than longs. Even though I do expect another rally to that peak, we'll see. I'll let it go and I'll load more puts up there. Other than that, I hope you guys had